Hello and welcome back to the Demon Mas podcast. On this episode, I had the pleasure of speaking to OTR, the label, and also got to experience the process of making their music. Hope you guys enjoy this episode and stay tuned to their future plans. Enjoy.
Venimos de cero desde la cocina, los kilos cortando. Cargamentos llegan por aviones, los números estoy duplicando. La DEA me quiere parar, pero no sabe dónde ando. Y yo en Sinaloa estoy con unos cuartos picantes metidos en el bando.
Ando bien, grifo todo el día, estoy al 100. Traficando a diario, estoy de pie, soy demente, delincuente.
It's that delinquente shit.
All right, guys, I just wanted to start off by saying thank you to the OTR, not even just y'all full, but the whole family for having me. For real, it's obvious that it's literally a family, man, and it's honestly a blessing to even just feel the vibe. Like whenever I was talking to you, Millie, it was like you told me like I hope it all clicks whenever you're there, because I know that the previous studio session was fire, bro, and I could really feel it, bro. You could literally feel it in your system. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
So how does it feel for y'all being each a piece of the puzzle? You know what I mean?
Man, it feels good for real, man, knowing that, you know what I'm saying? Nah,
Yes,
he can hear me, bro.
Dale.
Knowing that, for real, we started from something so small, you know what I mean? And to where we are now, bro, it's just big, you know what I mean? It's big, and for real, it's growing. We're like moving so fast. So many things are going on so quick. I think about it all the time, bro. I mean, I just look around, bro. It amazes me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just to love that every single one of y'all show, because it's like a section of y'all are in the computer, a section of y'all are working things out on your own. It's literally like I said earlier, like a puzzle, bro. And like you said, this all was really sudden, right? How long ago did this shit start?
Man, I want to say just this past 22nd was 3 years, bro.
3 years. Yeah, I remember a long time ago I was chilling with the Lazamas, man, and they said, yo, we're about to go to Hugo's fucking music video and shit, and that was way back, man. And I was really thinking about this shit the other day, and I was like, damn,
Yeah,
look where you made it, you know what I mean?
Shout
And you
out
got a
to
good
them.
circle, man,
Shout
for real,
out to
for real.
them. Alvaro and
Sure.
Carlos, man.
Yeah, man. And how about you, Frank, man? I like during the whole process, I saw you really focus and literally having to engineer, you know what I mean? How does it feel like, I guess, going through the process of a song?
Man, it's been a long time. Like when we first started 3 years ago, I wasn't, where I am now. It's 3 years ago, but we were all just kind of working and trying to build on something. And it was literally just Pops, and Young Tito pretty much were the only artists we were working with.
Yeah.
And then from there, it kind of snowballed. We had Icyboy, Flex, and everybody kind of just come together.
And how exactly,
then,
because everyone here's, my bad, go ahead.
And then I met Boy Flo through Hugo as well. Pretty much he was like, yo, I got this one artist, woo, woo, woo. And he brought him through, and we hated each other at first. But, yeah, everyone just kind of clicked up. Everyone kind of just fell into place, like, on their own. And, I had just graduated audio school when it happened. And we all kind of just learned together, you know, and kind of just grew. And now we're where we are now, and it's like a whole powerhouse. Everyone just takes it to a whole nother level of seriousness.
Yeah. And how is it that, like, you guys all formed, I guess, from the jump? Because all you guys are locals, right?
Yeah, for sure, bro. For real, we all know each other since youngins, man. Like, Chago, I know him from way back when we were in middle school, high school. Franklin, I met him through my cousin, Paco, because he was in school. And for real, I met Leo through my cousin Paco, too. So we really go way, way back, bro. I'm talking about back.
Over 15 years.
Yeah, over
at least.
15 years, for real.
At least.
I knew
And
Chago in elementary school,
Yeah. We
Second
knew each
grade.
other.
2nd grade.
So, since you guys are a small group and are all connected, how is it that you guys decided to choose one another? You feel me? Because you can have a bunch of friends, but to get into, like people say, money and blood don't mix. You feel me?
Yeah,
So, how'd you have the trust in each and every single one of the guys around you? You know what I mean? To really connect and get together.
For real, bro, it happened genuinely, man. Like, it was organically, you know what I'm saying? Like, the way that I linked up with Franklin again after so many years and us sitting down and having that conversation, it was like there was no other route, you know what I'm saying? And same thing with Leo, like, when I put this to the table to Leo, and, I've known Leo to always been so responsible and, like, always on top of his stuff, you know what I'm saying? So when we talked about it, I think we were both on the same page instantly, like, we clicked.
Yeah.
And then same thing with Santiago, Chago, bro, like, it's me and him disconnected for like, I want to say like 5 years, bro. And like, I think he like hit me up on Instagram or something like that. But we live so close to each other. We got together, we started chopping it up, and one thing led to another, bro. And now, you know what I mean? It just, like, it just happens, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's how I know that it was meant to be the way it happened, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't force it.
Yeah.
I didn't go out my way. Like, it's just kind of like everybody kind of just came together as one, and, bro, this is where we're at, you know what I'm saying?
I feel you, bro. And the thing about it that I be wondering while I was watching you guys is how exactly did you guys find each individual artist, you know what I mean, for example? Because Herencia Humilde, bro, as a whole, each and every single one of them, I can truly say, bro, like, is a vibe, bro. And each got their own skill and their own talents.
Oh, yeah,
and the same
facts,
thing
bro.
with Icyboy, too. He was killing that shit.
Yeah, for real, bro. I think that's a Santiago question, bro. Like, as far as Herencia Humilde, bro, like, I mean,
He put it together.
he put it together, bro, and he kind of just brought it to the table, bro. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no. So the crazy thing is, JC, Giancarlo's,
Yeah.
that's my nephew, and Vic over here, the accordion player.
Yeah.
He's been my boy for like, I want to say a good 6-7 years. And Roy and George, I just randomly met them over in a truck meet.
Yeah.
And I saw that they got down and shit.
Yeah.
So
They're about that shit.
yeah, man, it was just weird how everything just got put together,
Yeah, I feel like sometimes in life as a whole, man, I feel like things happen for a reason, bro. And I feel like you got...
Organically.
Yeah, exactly. It's
That's what-
organic. Yeah, exactly. But although it's organic, man, I feel like every single one of you guys took a risk. I feel like when it comes to business and success, that's a big factor. You feel
oh,
me?
yeah, for sure, bro. I mean, we all take sacrifices, bro. Like, each and every single one of us that's part of the team, bro. Like, I say this all the time, bro, and I'm sure everybody can agree with me, bro. Everybody plays their part. Doesn't matter what it is you're doing, you play your part, you know what I mean? And that itself is, you sacrificing certain things, whether it's sacrificing time with your family, sacrificing, maybe one day you don't work on a Saturday because you're in the studio on Friday, you know what I mean? That's stuff that we all kind of like dig into, and, you know what I mean, which I think that is a big factor into how everything works out, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because like you said right now, bro, it's a factor, bro. Sacrifices is something that a lot of people that are successful, you know what I mean, talk about. And I feel as though you guys are just in the beginning steps of what y'all are going to be in the future, you know what I mean? And being a part of it and seeing it as a whole today, bro, it shows that you guys are really up there, you feel me? And you guys are
for
really
sure,
trying.
bro. That shit's, it's a blessing for real, man, the way it happens. Like, it's just crazy to me, man. Like,
Yeah, how is the whole... What role do you guys each play, I guess, in the whole project? So the people know, you know what I mean, while they're listening.
So, really, bro, I think everybody plays a huge role in it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that goes down to the artist, bro. Like, that is not really like, and I think, I never sit here and say like, oh, one person's on top of the other, bro, because it's never like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like something's brought to the table and I'm like, I'm gonna make that decision on my own. Nah, bro, like, it's legit, bro. Like,
it's a collective.
Yeah,
it's
for
a machine.
sure.
Yeah.
It's a collective of people. Everybody,
we have like group messages, bro. Like, we have a group message between us, a group message between Herencia Humilde, a group message between Icyboy Boy Flow. Shout out to them.
40
Flex,
Mafia.
40 Mafia. We have and those are the conversations that we jump into all the time when it's something that's being like that. But it's definitely something that happens collectively, bro.
Yeah, because that alone is organization, you know what I mean? That's another factor as well that towards this side is organization, especially with the large group of y'all, you feel me?
For sure.
But how about you, Leo, man? I just want to start off by saying, yo, shout out for the fucking customized
Yeah, for
sweater,
sure,
bro.
man,
That
no
joint's
problem.
fire, man. They put Demon Moss on the fucking sleeves, bro. Made that shit one of one, you feel me? And that's love right there, because I didn't even expect it, you know what I mean? I
Sure,
feel
man. And we wanted to
gratitude.
surprise you with at least something,
Yeah,
for
bro.
doing what you do.
Yeah, man.
for
And
sure.
I appreciate that shit just as much as I appreciate y'all, for real, because just the opportunity, like I said, of being here with y'all, it's dope, bro.
Yeah.
And like you said earlier, is like everyone plays their own part. And I noticed as well, because the whole time, honestly, I was just analyzing y'all from afar, you feel me? Yeah, I talk to every one of y'all every single once in a while, but overall, bro, just analyzing, because I have to see what vibe y'all are on, because I'm not really part of this, you know what I mean? I want y'all to do your thing. And a big factor that I notice is how y'all are really open-minded, especially you, Frank, man, because you're over here you're taking suggestions after suggestions, but you're open to it, you feel me? Because every single artist had their own suggestions, if it was either their verse, their instrument, bro, but the trust that y'all have, man, it all clicks. You feel me?
It's a lot to take in sometimes, and like that, like there's a funny story. I'm gonna just tell the story, but you know, I like to be as focused as I can be when I'm behind the boards. All right, so I'm gonna tell y'all the Glock story. So, we were in the studio, you know, with Pops. You know, God rest his soul, man. Pops, that was that dude, and we were in the studio, and you know, we had a couple drinks, and you know, we smoked and this and that. So, you know, I kind of went a little beyond my limits. I was feeling really good, and I believe it was Raph, Pops. Were you there, Leo?
No, I wasn't there.
All right, Tito was
God,
there,
right?
and yeah. So I'm cleaning up the trash, you know, while Tito's in the booth. Pick up this brown paper bag, and I'm like, damn, this is heavy. So I reach in and I pulled out a Glock. I was like, what the fuck?
It was just at the stew?
At the studio, yeah.
Damn.
And you know, my drunk ass like, whose Glock is this? I cocked it back, and I didn't even think twice. I just pulled the trigger on that shit. Boom!
It had a bullet in it?
It had 14 bullets in it.
Yeah. You tried them all out. You're probably
loaded, bro. That shit
those
was
some
loaded.
good ass ad libs.
Went straight through the table, and then I turned around, and that Call of Duty sound was out, like the ringing.
Yeah, the
noise.
ringing in your ears.
And everyone's been in the back corner of the studio like this. And when I turn around, everyone's like, yo, yo, yo.
Oh my god.
And yeah, ever since then, I'm like, all right, I need to like be on my shit. So like now I just, you know, if I drink, I'll drink to a minimum. If I smoke, I'll hit it a couple of times. That's it. But back to where it stemmed from, it's a lot to take all those suggestions and put it on one idea. But you know, it's a collective effort. But you just gotta really pay attention.
And how exactly did you start that, man? 'Cause I know that alone is a really creative aspect, or at least career to pursue.
It all started with my boy Vic Schutz, actually.
Okay.
Shout out to Vic Schutz. He's the GOAT.
He is the GOAT.
You know, he's a photographer, one of the best that I know. And it was like 7th grade, and he was like, yo, I want to be a music producer. And I was like, let's do it. Let's save up for a studio. I didn't even think twice. And I worked all summer, saved up like $1,000 and bought our first shit. And that was like in 2007, 2008.
Yeah.
And that's when it started, for real. And it kind of just, you know, I never stopped.
Do you see it as a introverted like occupation, I guess?
Yes.
That's what I would assume, because literally an art form, like you really gotta be to yourself and analyze each beat.
I don't like people.
Straight up.
I love people.
Straight up.
But I'm an introverted person. But I'm also very outgoing.
Yeah.
I think it's more so with the people you know,
Right, with the people
The
I
comfort.
know, for sure.
You feel comfortable with every single one of these guys, man? Yeah, I know. I got that vibe. It's like, nah. It's like, nah.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Shout out to everybody, man.
Yeah.
The team, I love everybody on the team. Every single person plays a big part. I always refer to it as a machine. Like, an engine's not going to work without every single moving part.
Exactly.
And that's what pushes and propels all of us.
That's facts. And have you ever messed around with this type of music, bro? The mix of rap and Herencia humilde, and
Today was the day.
how'd you feel, bro? You feel like this is a good?
It's a start to like a crazy thing.
Yeah.
And I think if we continue to perfect this sound, it's gonna be ridiculous, because we hear the beats, but I think today we took it an extra step.
Yeah.
We took it to the next level.
What's it called? Let's start from the beginning of the whole concept of OTR, I guess. Who thought of the name and the reasoning behind it? You feel me?
OTR came from Pops, bro, for real. I think when we went to officially go talk to Franklin, I don't even know if we had OTR, did we? Yeah, we didn't, bro. And I think that
The second time y'all came,
the second time, I want to say it was one day we were just hanging out on the driveway, bro. Me and Pops used to just chill in the driveway and smoke sometimes, and he would just say, like, I think he just came up with it. He's like, bro, you know, we really live off the radar, and I was like, oh, that's dope. And he's like, bro, I think that's what we should go with. And I was like, shit, bro, for real, that shit's real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we just ran with it, bro. We've been running with it since.
It's natural, like Frank says, or shit like that's organic. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
When the
for
time
sure.
comes, bro, doors open up. You feel me?
Yeah, and it's crazy the way that name came up, actually, because, you know, that's really, I think it's more like a lifestyle for real, bro. Like, bro, I want to say all of us, maybe Frank might have been a little bit more into like social media, but because he's been doing music for a while. But I think all of us, when I say it's a lifestyle, I say like, you know, you really kind of stay low key on everything that you got going on, right? Obviously now we're a little bit more active because, you know, we're running a business and, you know, we got social medias and stuff like that, but that's really a lifestyle that we were living at some point.
But then getting towards success, you kind of have to be low key. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be on your own. You gotta grind. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta handle your shit. You know what I mean?
I feel like we still live that way now. Like we don't always show everybody our next move or anything like that. It's kind of, you know, especially I notice a lot of us, aside from the artists, you know, because the artists, they're gonna post and they have to keep an image, promote. You know, like all of our artists, you know, they have to dress fly, they have to do their thing, but like on the, you know, back end side of things, we kind of just, you know, handle everything behind the scenes to keep everything propelling forward. Yeah,
but that's the thing about planning an organization too. I feel like, you know what I mean, y'all choose whenever y'all's information and stuff is out, rather than people just knowing and finding out one way through another. You know what I mean? That's self-control too, because not everybody can do that. You feel me?
And that's very important, I feel, you know, because you can't just put everything out there either. You know, everything you're doing, every move you're going to make, like, that's not really how it works. You know, you got to create that suspense, you know, to that audience, you know, and I feel like we do a good job doing that, you know, but...
Just like it is suspense, I also feel like it's also like a business. You feel me? You can't let anybody... You got to keep that... the hypebeast type of thing, you know what I mean? Give out hints whenever y'all are in control, like I said. You know what I mean?
Well, it goes back to like making the right moves, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The right timing.
Exactly. So how does marketing work? Leo, you take control over that end, right?
So yeah, technically, like you said, we all have a role. You know,
exactly.
Play a role. So my main role basically is, you know, the social media, the marketing. So I do control, you know, a lot of the Instagram accounts, the YouTube, you know, everything, you know, all the platforms we use to, you know, get our music out there. And apart from that, you know, I do all the merch. Like, you know, I made you a sweater or whatever, but so I do that side of it as well. And, you know, just management role, really, you know, along with Millie and along with, you know, Santiago, we go to Frank for a lot of advice, you know, on different moves we're going to make. And yeah, I mean, even with Santiago, like me and Millie, we were talking about, you know, looking for a Mexican group. You know, that we initially talked about that without even Santiago in the picture, and like the way he just like organically just came.
It manifested.
And it just, you know, it manifested itself, and, you know, and now we're here, you know?
Wow, dog. That shit is what my bad, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. They told me the whole story and everything, you know. I hit them up like the day after they talked about it.
Yeah.
You know, Millie over here, he told me, he was like, damn, you know what's crazy, man? Like, we were just talking about that with Leo.
Yeah.
I was like, no, nah, you playing, bro. Like, he's like, hell yeah, bro. Like, it's crazy how things come together and shit. So
like that be like, it puts me on a whole nother level sometimes, bro, because I was literally maybe like, man, bro, I'm talking about that next day, I had already told Leo, like, yo, I'm gonna hit up this grupo, you know what I'm saying, that I've been looking at, you know what I'm saying? But they were already kind of established. They had a foundation. And, bro, I swear, I shit you not, Leo was like, man, I think we need to start from scratch. Bro, the next day, bro. I think that night I saw I hit up Chago so he can bring some cars to a video shoot. And, bro, the next day, like, he just was like, yo, look, bro, this is what it is. And I was just like, I swear, bro, I looked up and I was just like, man, how is this happening? I want to say I called Frank, bro. And I was like, yo, bro. And I explained it to him. He was like, yo, it's just... You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. It's just wild.
Well, why do you feel like... I feel like a lot of people, oftentimes, they have a good idea, you know what I mean? But sometimes the risk overwhelms the idea. So what do you feel like made y'all put action behind the actual thought? You feel me?
Bro, I mean...
Faith.
Yeah, bro,
fearlessness, fearlessness for sure.
The biggest thing is, bro, you gotta take them risks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're never gonna know what is really gonna happen until you take that risk. And that goes with everything you're gonna do in life. Not even just, like... You know, this what we're doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's like, I don't know, bro, like, I can put an example. Like, if you go to the casino, bro, you're risking the fact that you're going to lose, but you already have that in your mind, like, you know.
You accept that shit.
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't take that risk, how do you know if you're going to come up or not?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing, bro. Like, not every move we're ever going to make is going to flourish and we're not going to make anything good out of it, but we gotta take them risks to know that, though.
Yeah, at least say you tried. You feel me? Rather than just leave it at thought.
Yep.
I feel you. as OTR as a group and Herencia Humilde, bro, does it ever feel overwhelming, I guess? Because I know each and every single one of y'all have your own gigs and shit going on. How does it feel management-wise? Because I feel like a lot of times that's another fact that people make run away from their ideas, you know what I mean? Those small sacrifices.
I mean, bro, I feel like sometimes when you get to a point, right, that maybe, you know, we all have days when we're stressed out, right? I guess I can say that, right? And maybe we think to ourselves, like, man, it's a lot on our plate. But really, bro, when is it really a lot on your plate? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never really, that's never really the case, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been doing this, you know what I'm saying? It's always been like that. Like, we take what we can get, and I mean, that's just how we go about it, bro. Like, we always figure out a way to make it work, bro, no matter what.
Every time.
Yeah, and that's the thing about you specifically, bro. I feel like you've always been supportive of the local area, man. I remember me being in high school and you going out there every single time. I remember seeing you just quiet up there, but someone supporting shit, you know what I mean? Because I know Vic was playing, bro, but you've been supportive of the local area as a whole, man, and it must feel good to finally be something to, like, for other people to look up to. You know what I mean? Rather than support, show you love, you feel me?
And I think that's how, bro, like, I'm not gonna say, for example, I'm from Manassas Park, excuse me, but I think that's how you gotta be though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just had this conversation with my girl the other day because I was talking about a chef, right? And I was telling her, like, yo, for real, babe, like, when we, you know what I'm saying, when we make it, like, I'm trying to get a chef, but from Virginia, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just, you know what I mean, just kind of have that conversation, right? And she's like, well, that's dope that you want to get someone from Virginia. I'm like, yeah, this is where we're from, you know what I'm saying? And really it goes, you know what I'm saying? Like, even like the podcast situation, bro, like, we've been offered to talk to some, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I respect the fact that you're from Manassas Park, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I saw you, like you said, bro, like, shout out to my brother, but, you know, I was always at his game supporting, and that wasn't just you, that was Jonathan who was playing, shout out to him, you know, I don't know if anybody else here was on the soccer team, but everybody that was on the soccer team, bro, like, I feel like sometimes I would even have speech with you guys, like, yo, you know what I'm saying?
You would, yeah, I remember that shit.
It's always about supporting, you know what I'm saying, your local, you know what I'm saying, like, everybody that's going on around here, bro.
And how do you guys feel like the locals have been supporting y'all in the movement y'all are trying to pursue?
It's a mix.
It's a mix for sure.
I feel like, you know, obviously those who don't support, you know, they don't say it or show it, but, you know, the energy's felt, you know, on different levels, but the people that do support, they're 100% behind what we got going on, and, you know, they really show it. You know, people buy merch, people post our shit, you know, and that's really important to us, and, you know, the fact that they do it willingly is, you know, amazing.
Yeah. Because that's the thing, too, I feel like once you focus on the hate, man, you lose gratitude towards the support you get, the love you get, you know what I mean? That's where y'all as a group or anybody as a group has to really take the time to put effort towards the positives that y'all are getting, you know what I mean, the love you're getting. Because, like you said, too, this whole podcast thing, bro, for real, it is for our area. You know what I mean? Just like the people I've had so far, they're all individuals. They're all people I've seen either grow up or I've seen from afar. Thomas, you know Thomas, the tattoo. I knew him through the Lazamas too, man. You know what I mean? Their blood and shit, bro. But every single one, bro, it's someone who I personally know, or I can at least say I respect. And that clearly reflects onto you guys and what you guys are doing, man. And it feels good, bro. It feels good to give y'all a platform, I guess. 'Cause that's what I want to be for the most part. Like I want the whole thing to be revolved around you guys, you feel me? Because you guys are the ones that be putting the work. And also, I know there are a lot of motherfuckers out there that are just thinking about ideas like we talked about earlier. And our skaters take the risk. And each and every single one of y'all's roles, you know what I mean? So they got something to be like, yo, this motherfucker actually did it. He made it. You know what I mean? Maybe put some positivity into those mindsets, because hating is easy, you feel me? And I'm pretty sure every single one of y'all
and I feel like there's a lot of hate coming out, like, even from here, you know, from the city or from the state or whatever it is. We get a lot of love from not around here, you know, from other states, from other countries, you know. People are playing especially Herencia Humilde, man. We got big numbers in Mexico, you know, and it is, you know, like regional Mexican music or whatever, but, you know, for the people around here not to support and somebody else supporting us that doesn't know anything about us, you know, that just heard us on Instagram or heard us on YouTube or whatever, or they saw us from a share or something, it means a lot, you know. And you know, I don't really know why it's like that, you know, around here, because like you're doing something to help, you know, elevate people in our area, or you know, people that don't really have that big of a platform, you know, and you're trying to put them to the next level. Exactly. And I feel like that's amazing, you know.
And I feel like as though, especially with what you guys are doing, it's like y'all can't have the mindset of keeping the audience local. Like y'all said, this is authentic Mexican music, you feel me? Of course, that shit has to be global. Especially with everything going on, it's a vibe, you feel me?
For sure, bro.
Yeah, man.
That really goes for all the music that we do.
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah.
Icyboy, Boy Flow. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody. It's just a different type of music.
Yeah, because you and Boy Flow graduated around the same time, right?
Yeah, Boy Flo actually graduated a year before me. He graduated a year before me, but me and Boy Flo was running together since we was like kids too, bro. Like that's why it's so crazy, though. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like this is everything like based off people that we've been messing with, you know, for a long time. And I mean, Chago remembers Boy Flo, bro. We used to be in school wilding out, you know what I mean? And you know, Boy Flo's a solid dude, bro. You know what I mean? And it's dope.
And no bullshit, bro. It's like even with Boy Flow, man, like. Marlo, my brother, he graduated with y'all.
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah,
I know y'all, you know what I mean? I remember seeing as a little kid going to the soccer games or going through the school and shit. I remember seeing y'all and I'm like, seeing y'all now, bro, especially now that I'm older and can analyze, I'm like, damn, bro.
Yeah, we definitely came a long way, bro. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say, like, we're where we want to be, but we're definitely, I
on
feel
the
like,
right path.
yeah, on the right path. And every year, I think we sit down and have conversations that we realize, like, you know, we go through so much throughout the year, but really, bro, like look at where we're at and look at what we've done, and you know what I mean.
Yeah, but like you said earlier, man, it's all a sacrifice, bro.
For sure.
Well, what do you guys have in mind for the future, man?
So much, bro.
A lot. Yeah.
Can y'all hear anything out?
I mean, I think a lot of us, you know, all of us mainly, we kind of just focus in the present moment. You know, getting tasks done. You know, small wins that accumulate to the bigger win. You feel me?
For sure.
But you know, I think one big thing about all of us collectively, you know, as individuals, we were doing our own thing, but once everybody came together, it just, you know, all of our energy kind of just manifests everything, and we all move a lot differently than most people around here. And I think the sheer faith that we have and just the, you know, I think the backbone of everything is hard work, because all of us have a construction background. We know how hard it is to get up every morning and go to work and have to do that shit every fucking day. And you know, I think that hard work ethic kind of transfers into the music that we're doing, and I feel like that's what kind of separates us.
I feel as though it also reflects generationally. I'm pretty sure, you know what I mean, our parents, all of us, you know what I mean, they all struggled and shit, so I feel like some people in the next generation either grab it or they don't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the ones that grab it, they really get a good grip on that shit, and they fucking flow with it. They continue it.
Really, bro, when you think about it, it's like, man, you know, our parents, bro, they came over here like, you know, with nothing, bro, you know, and I want to say, you know, all our parents have done something, you know, something good. And when you sit down and think about it, it's like if our parents came over here with nothing, bro, like really, if you, I want to say you choose, because that's really an option, bro. If you choose not to do something, or like, you know what I'm saying, like achieve at least what they have going on. Obviously, you want to do things to be able to take care of your family and stuff, but if they were able to do it, bro, there's no way you can't do it.
Exactly, literally set,
you know,
fucking stepping stones for us, all of us, you know what I mean? Because each and every single one of us went off of them, you know what I mean? We grew from them. The other people just stay there, stay comfortable, rather than see it as a reason to go for more, you feel me? Because, like, we come from, like, at least our parents and shit, they come from struggle. Yeah, they come from poverty. You know what I mean? I was raised in a low-income household, and I'm proud of that shit, you feel me? Because you got to be, bro, because like I've said before, like, the hand you're dealt, nigga, you got no choice in, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
But where you end up is where the option is, you know what I mean? How bad you want to grind and shit.
Yeah, man, that's how that really works. I mean, I think all of us have our, I think all of us may have a little different background, right? But it stems from that as well, you know what I mean? That same, everything's kind of like correlates with each other at the end of the day.
Yeah, and you know, the whole, and it's what we're doing, the idea of what we're doing is probably sounds insane to other people, you know. Any creative person has to deal with, you know, a family member or somebody that thinks what you're doing is crazy, because if you think about it, the generation before us is get a job and work for 40 years and then die. Like, that's literally what it is, bro. Like, and the fact that, you know, we're chasing this idea of a dream and trying to manifest it, people look at us like, yo, what the hell are you doing? There's no security. And, you know, we don't want security. You know, we want to be uncomfortable, and we want to really get what we're going for.
Because then again, if y'all consider the fact of putting it put the effort towards the shit that y'all want to do. Y'all live a happier lifestyle. You know, y'all get to do what y'all actually want to do. And the thing about it, I feel like the older generation, since they came from poverty, they had no freedom to think like us. You know what I mean? Grateful to God that they set those stepping stones, but they gave us the option to think of other options or ways and paths to go through. You know what I mean? And that shit's clearly reflect onto y'all. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I feel like we all got the same motivation, you know, same motivation, you know, trying to have a better life for, you know, our kids. Some of us, we got kids, you know, some on the way, and I feel like our motivation is family, you know, our parents, you know, they did what they had to do for us to have a good life. So I feel like what pushes us is that, you know, family.
Yeah, cause just as the past is present, just as the past is important, the future is too. You feel me? Because even there's no matter what, there's no choice but to have a generation after us. You know what I mean? And it feels good to put something out there for them to really use and put effort towards. You feel me?
Yeah, man, that's really the goal, man. I mean, like Chago said, I mean, some of us have. I don't have kids, you know, but Chago does, and Leo's expecting his first child. Congratulations to him.
Congratulations, bro.
In a week, man.
Damn.
A week, man. I shouldn't even be here.
For real, for real.
Just be getting that sleeping while you can.
You come right now, for real, bro. Like, you can get a call, like, that's around the corner, and, you know, that's like, you know, like, that, for example, bro, like, that's a sacrifice he's making to come over here. You know, it's, what is it, 3 a.m, bro? And, you know, we're sitting here talking about this stuff, and that's a sacrifice because his girl, you know, can just be ready now, you know, and that's a big thing, you know, like, especially when you're that so close to having a child. And
you know, tying off of what he's saying is, you know, making that sacrifice. I moved to a completely different state, you know, to go and get it and put on for everybody. You know, I live in Atlanta now. Yeah. And, you know, just that is, you know, motivation every day, being in a whole different place on your own, having nobody out there. You have no choice but to go and get it. You feel me?
I was say you got a time to focus on your grind.
Big time. And, you know, I think that really helped me zero in on my skills. And it's helping all of us collectively. Whenever I come out here, we work. The workflow is different. There's a different level of seriousness to it. And, you know, it's really improved what we got going on. And I'm just grateful that, you know, we're still able to continue working the way we do. You know, the guys always fly me out whenever the chance, you know, whenever we get the chance, and we take it, you know, 100. You know, we take it to the next level every single time.
Does it feel good to be back, bro?
It does, man. It really does. And you know, some people always, you know, shit on their hometown, like, oh, you know, Manassas this, Manassas that. Like, for me, you know, the people that complain are the people that are always going to be here.
Yeah, I was about to say people that stay.
You know, people complain and they really don't do anything about it. But that's fine. You know, those type of people are always going to exist. But whenever I'm back here, you know, I just, you know, I feel welcomed. I feel, you know, the love of everybody. And I'm always glad to be here. And, you know.
For real, bro, we were worried, bro. Like, when we got the news, when Franklin sat down with us, sat down with me at first, and I actually talked to Leo right after Franklin talked to me about it. And I actually talked to Chaco too, I think, right after that too. But Franklin was like, look, bro, you know, I got this opportunity in Atlanta, you know. I was like, bro, take it, you know what I'm saying? Like, take it. You know, we were worried because, for real, bro, like, all of our, at that point, I think we were barely getting ready to start recording it in humilde, but like Icyboy and Boy Flow and Flex, for real, like, they grew this comfort with Franklin, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was something where, like, Icyboy would get in the studio, and sometimes Icyboy's recording, and Icyboy might want something, and Franklin's already doing it. You feel me? Like, they grew that, you know what I'm saying? Like, grew that together, so it's kind of hard to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and it didn't start like that.
And you know what I'm saying?
How did it start?
It didn't start like that.
Playing heads and shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, yeah, I mean, for real, the first session we had was this collaboration Boy Flow was doing with Icyboy and Flex, and it was Falsos. That song's gonna touch a milli. And I'm calling it now. People just don't know it yet, man. But they were recording that, and Icyboy, I was very serious at that time. You know, I meet a new artist. I'm not trying to be jovial and joking all the time, but he just was like, damn, like, maybe this dude doesn't fuck with me. And, like, I was feeling that about them. And then it kind of just carried on for a while. But then, like, I don't know what happened, but, like, all of that kind of just went out the window. And we have the best relationship ever now. You know, it's always a vibe in the studio. We're fucking around, we're joking, but the best part is we're fucking around, but we're getting shit done.
Exactly.
You know, we're not wasting time. So,
yeah, because now that you're bringing it up, bro, I would have never thought of it, man. I feel like you and Icyboy are really connecting on that shit. Because you have to specifically have a strong connection with the artist itself. You know what I mean? Because you gotta please him, but also make sure your shit's straight. You know what I mean?
And not every artist has a good bond with any engineer. You feel me? And I think that's why Meek Mill only has one engineer.
Yeah.
Meg Thee Stallion has one engineer. You know, that bond is so vital because you're in a very sensitive space. You know, the studio is a creative zone that's like, you know, if you fuck that vibe up, you're not gonna make the magic you want to make. So I think it's very important to have those type of relationships in here. And every single person in this room today added to the room. Nobody subtracted to it. Even the people that were just hanging out, you know, like everybody adds to the vibe.
They created a vibe.
Literally a vibe, bro. And you can really tell everyone's support from either bobbing their head to saying some shit, you feel me? And that shit is really what makes it
being here
all.
till fucking 3 a.m.
Yeah, exactly, bro. No
like,
bullshit. I bet you this is easily the latest podcast, bro. But shit, I don't mind it. You feel me? That alone is dope.
You know, not to cut you off, my bad, but like, you know, being in Atlanta, you know, I've been in certain, you know, studios and certain sessions where the vibe's very dark. You know, it's a serious work environment, but there's no joking around. There's no, the vibe is literally flat. It's one thing. Work, get it done, bounce. Yeah. And, you know, sometimes it even gets kind of hostile. Not with me, but, you know, the people around me and the environment. And the thing I love most about coming back home to work with, you know, the team is the fact that vibe is dead. You know, it's all good vibes. It's all laughs. It's all smiles, and that's the best way to do it. You feel me?
Yeah, because I feel that helps expand the creativity. You know
it
what
does.
I mean? Between you,
it's a release.
Yeah, exactly. It gives you the room.
Right.
And that's why I wanted to do it the way that we did it, bro, for real, because we could have sat down and had a podcast, bro.
Yeah.
We could have sat down and, you know, we could have been like, you know what, let's set up the table at our studio. You know what I mean? Let's just sit down and talk. But really, bro, I wanted to set the vibe, bro, because I wanted you to see, like, how we create music, bro. Like, for real, the way that we've been creating music now, bro, has elevated so much from how we were doing it before. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys come in here and they just throw on a beat. I mean, you saw it. You saw how it happened today. It was, and that's how it was. That's how it's been for the past couple sessions, bro. And it's just like, I wanted to make sure that we caught that vibe. I know it's late. You know, I want to say a couple of these guys are sleeping, but, you know, it's late. But, bro, we created a vibe, and, you know, now we can talk about it. And I'm glad you were able to, you know, feel that vibe and see how we made music for real, bro, because that was a hit, bro.
Yeah, because, like you've told me, your 40M told me, the people in there, that the last thing that came is literally a vibe, bro. And you can speak so much about it, you know what I mean? But then again, there's a certain aspect that you feel like words can't even describe.
Yeah,
it's different when you feel it and when you experience it.
Exactly,
You know
yo. Being in here, bro, hearing that music blaring, bro, and also just, everyone's tired now, but I bet you while that shit was bumping, everybody was bumping too. You feel me? That vibe was out there.
Shout out to George. He was sitting down at one point. I want to say he was meditating or something, but the beat was going and he was had his eyes closed, but he was definitely bopping.
He was still feeling that music.
Yeah, bro.
That's just what it is, bro. It's a vibe for real, man. And I'm glad that all of us were able to be here today and enjoy that vibe.
And to tie off of that, a couple weekends ago, we had a big session with an artist that came down from New York. Shout out to Birdie. Shout out to his camp, THP. They came down, and the vibe was crazy from the first night. You know, we just vibed out. The whole team, like, was just working. And the energy was just something different, man.
Yeah,
like, I think that kind of set the tone for all the sessions we have to come. We had never done a session that lasted from like 10 p.m. to 5 in the morning. And that's literally what happened the first night. You know, effortlessly. Nobody, you know, a couple people were tired, but, you know, everyone that was still awake got to experience like a whole different energy, man.
Do you feel like it's a snowball effect? Do you feel like now that y'all broke through that wall, that it's gonna be continuous?
Yes. I mean, here we are now at like 3 a.m.
Exactly.
You know, you know what I'm saying?
It was definitely crazy, bro, because that night was the first night that we started working for 40 AM. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. And I want to say that night it was only Miguel, you know, who showed up, but bro, it was like I was excited about how it was going on, but I was more excited at the fact that Miga was able to experience, you know, something that I hadn't even experienced, bro. Because like Franklin said, we had never been in the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy Birdie, shout out to him, and you know he had never came down here, bro. So it was really something that we didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And Icyboy kicked off with him, and bro, it was crazy, bro. Like I tell everybody about it, bro. And we got a documentary coming out, so you guys are gonna be able to feel it. But I want to make sure everybody feels that energy through the documentary.
Yeah.
But even the next day, bro, when it was actually Miguel, Jonathan, and Rondo, bro, like it was still crazy, bro. Like, you know, and it happened again, and I was like, yo, me and Franklin talked about it, and bro, it was wild, bro. It was definitely a movie, yo.
Yeah, they were telling me about the same thing, bro. But how does it feel to have that documentary out as a whole? Like, as the fact that you guys documented it, you guys will be able to see that shit in the future, to
bro,
see how
you
y'all
don't know, bro.
came up.
Like,
you feel me?
We've been talking about getting a team together, bro, like a production team, and that's another thing too, bro. Like the way it happened with them was just like, you know, Chago told me about Miguel, you know, and like it's one of those things, bro. Like I spoke to Leo about it, and I told him, I said, yo, bro, like Miguel's young, you know what I'm saying? He's still learning, and this is what we need, you know what I'm saying? And then Miguel came and he was like, yo, Millie, for real, I want to talk to you, but I already kind of got a team. And he told me about the guys, and then, bro, one thing led to another, and next thing you know, bro, like 4DM's in the building with us all the time now, and it's organically, you know what I'm saying? It's dope.
And that's one thing I can speak on myself, man, is the backstory to that, man. I feel as though you guys came perfectly across. Y'all crossed timelines with 4DM perfectly, man, because I know those individuals were working hard behind the scenes, you know what I mean? They were planning their movement, you know what I mean?
And they're hungry, man.
Exactly.
And they're hungry, man.
Exactly.
That's the important part, man. You want people on your team that are hungry, you know, at 24/7, you know?
Exactly. And the same thing with me, bro, because they're my sponsor, you know what I mean? Everything they do for me, they know the gratitude I have for them, bro, and they know that everything they do for me, man, I know that it's out there hard, but then again, primero Dios, bro, with time, I'll be able to reflect it, you feel me?
Yeah, for sure,
Big
bro.
time.
And it'll happen, bro, as long as you continue to believe in yourself and continue to work and don't stop, bro, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, that's the biggest thing, bro. Like, sometimes it ain't even so much about money and about what you have and shit like that, bro, because, I mean, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? We struggle too, bro. Like, we're not rich, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got our regular jobs, and it's just we turn things around, bro. Instead of spending on certain things, now we spend on our dream that we want to chase.
Exactly.
And these are the results we get, bro.
Exactly. Because I feel like a lot of times people tend to forget that, you know what I mean? They tend to focus on that bread and those likes and shit like that, when in reality, you got to fall in love with the process. You got to fall in love with the sacrifices. The shit that other people hate, you got to love that shit. You know what I mean?
You do, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, don't get me wrong, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want money, you feel me?
Yeah, of course.
And I think everybody does, too. But like you said, it's about falling in love with the process and understanding that the money is going to come later, bro. I mean, we've invested a lot of money, bro. You know what I mean? And we don't... It's not something we ever really talk about, like, you know, like, we don't look at it like that, bro. We don't say, you know, we put this amount of this, like...
It's an investment.
It's an investment, bro, that maybe right now we're not going to get. But, bro, I promise you, and I stand on it, bro, that it's coming. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is, and it's going to happen, bro.
Yeah, because the truth is, when it comes down to it, the only people who need to have that hope and faith are y'all, you know what I mean? The people who are organizing and the artists themselves. Do you guys have an idea for when the documentary's dropping? Like, some type of idea?
The project is gonna drop. This documentary is based off the 2 days that we worked with Birdie and Icyboy, and how we created those six songs of that project. And that project's gonna drop sometime in April, right? I don't have a date.
Yeah.
But the documentary is gonna definitely come maybe a week or two before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everybody can see where that came from, and they can understand everything. And we just went through the footage, like, I want to say a week ago, and bro, even us looking through the footage, we were like, yo, like, we felt that energy, bro. We were in the studio again, bro, and we were watching the footage, and we can feel that energy, bro, and it was tight. It was dope. So yeah, that's definitely to come, and there's a lot more coming, bro. A lot.
I feel like I can speak for the audience that we're looking forward to it. You know what I mean? As listeners, as supporters, you know what I mean? As like everyone else here showing love, you know what I mean? We're all looking forward to it, and we're all looking forward to seeing y'all grow as individuals, but also as the group. You feel me? Because it felt like from a long time ago, I knew I wanted to have y'all on. You know what I mean? But I said time will tell. You know what I mean? And I feel like as though now is perfect timing. And I'm like, once again, bro, I'm grateful for all y'all, for real, and all y'all too, from guests, people just visiting and chilling, to the artists themselves, yo, for accepting me in the whole podcast scene. You know what I mean? Because I know, like you said, it's late, but then again, every single one of them stayed, awake or not. You know what I mean? They stayed. Their bodies are here. You feel me?
Some of them are sleeping.
So I just want to say, for real, yo, like, thank you. It's been a pleasure of feeling the vibe with y'all, for one. And just speaking to y'all, and I feel as though while I was listening to y'all and observing that was a blessing on the song, because I know it's only a handful of people who can really say they felt that vibe before.
Oh yeah.
They've been around it, you feel me? So I just like, again, bro, I just want to say thank you to all y'all, man, and I wanted to see if y'all could just maybe tell y'all where they can find y'all, you feel me?
Well, I wanna shout out my brother Oscar. You know, he's the photographer for Herencia Humilde.
Shout out Murder Media.
Yeah.
You know, and he's also my personal, you know, for my personal page.
Okay.
He's my photographer for my personal page. You know, he be killing it. Shout out.
And that's another thing too. Before we end the podcast, I want to make sure that y'all know I want to have each and every single one of y'all, bro, individually. I know every single one of y'all are an important piece of the puzzle, and also the artists and the banda. You know what I mean? The group as a whole. Because I know that y'all have stories and y'all have value as individuals. You feel me?
For sure, bro. We're definitely gonna set it up. I think that'll be a good thing, because I really want all of us to look back, bro. That's my biggest thing, is I want to look back at this, and you know, even in the future, bro, when we're on another level, bro, don't think that this is just a podcast we're gonna do now, bro. I promise that, you know, when we get to that other level, we're gonna redo the podcast, bro. Exactly. Just to go back and say, you know, this is where we were at.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's another blessing too. I feel like it's been an honor to be able to catch y'all while y'all are in the early stages. I know y'all are hungry, so I know y'all are gonna prosper. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah,
sure,
and one thing I'll tie off on that, you know, we like to deal with people that are hungry, not people that are thirsty.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you know, if you know what that means, you know, like, people that are thirsty are gonna sound desperate and, you know, really try hard for no reason. You know, someone that's hungry is gonna work hard for it. Exactly. And get it on their own and show it. And that's what we fuck with, and that's the only energy we want around us. So we fuck with you, man.
I appreciate it.
We're happy to be on this shit.
Appreciate it, y'all. For real.
Yeah, man. And you can reach us at
speaking to the mic right now before, you know what I mean? Just make sure that it's loud and clear.
So for the group, it's Herencia Humilde. You know,
on my Instagram?
On Instagram.
Okay.
You can find us on Facebook too, but Instagram's, you know, the main platform. OTR, the label. You know, Instagram's OTR_ the label, for sure. And you have Frank Stacks.
Yeah, I got my personal page.
Triple X.
Frank Stacks Music, 2 X's.
Oh, 2 X.
But you know, the main, the main page we push is the label page and the Herencia Humilde page. Those are the two we really want to push, and you know, the numbers are speaking for themselves right now.
Watch out for Herencia Humilde, man, for real, bro.
It's growing.
That thing is moving, bro. Like, we've only released 2 songs, bro, and me and Chavo talk about this all the time, bro. It's crazy, bro. The numbers they're doing, bro, and the you know, the results that we're getting, and you know, it's wild, bro. Yeah. We ain't never seen numbers like that, bro, and we don't do no, you know what I'm saying, like buying views, none of that. That's like really genuine, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Our subscribers,
that's actual love
from hard work. So
I think we're almost at 500 subs on the YouTube
yo,
page.
try to run that shit up, yo. For real, for
proud of that, for real.
Okay, last thing, bro. Whenever y'all drop the documentary, what you guys gonna drop it on?
YouTube for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure, YouTube.
All right, stay tuned to that, y'all. For real.
Yeah.
Is there any shout outs or anything else y'all want to throw out there before we end?
Yo, shout out Legend Wave, Shiffy P. You know, I've been rocking with him for 10 years. Shout out Young Fella Al. Shout out everybody fucking with us. PD Halv all day. OTR.
Yeah, for real. Shout out to all everybody in the team.
Shout out Tech.
Everybody.
Tech Illa.
Flex.
Tech, Flex, for sure. Flex. Icyboy.
Boy Flow.
Vic Shoots.
Murder
Shooter.
Media. Murder Mafia. Everybody in the room.
Flex.
It's a huge team, man.
Shout out Sean.
Love everywhere.
Shout out Sean, bro. For real, he came through
He
today.
killed- yeah, he
Where's
killed
Sean?
it.
He
Sean
killed it with
Joe,
the beat.
man.
Yeah. Sean.
in here, but
Let's not
shout out
forget
to him.
And
the
it's
legend,
crazy.
Sean.
We're trying to create like a whole production team, bro.
Yeah,
We're
it
trying to
seems
do
like it.
everything in house. You know, we don't
Yeah.
we don't want to outsource anything
Better that way.
for real.
Yeah,
you
better
know?
that way.
You know what I mean? We'd rather make sure the money's running around
Us,
the people
you know?
around us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what's happening now, bro. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to our real supporters for real, bro. Like people who really fuck with us and show us love, you know, and don't do it just because, you know, they feel like they should do it. They really show us love, you know. My sister Myra, my girl. Shout out my whole family, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out everybody for
Yeah.
real. It's such a long list of
Yeah,
names,
exactly,
bro. Like, I
exactly.
can't even sit here and
Exactly.
but you know what I mean. Shout out everybody for real. Thomas for real.
Yeah.
Shout out Kyle, bro. He shouted us last time. He recommended we should be on the podcast. So
Yeah.
shout out to him for
Shout
real.
out Kyle, for
We still
real.
owe him a sweater. Leo, you're in debt with him.
He owes him some shit.
Leo, you're in debt with Kyle. But
Right.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, shout out Kyle. He came through with the cut for real.
That's why you look like that?
Hell yeah.
Now you be fucked up.
For real, yo. Well, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned to Herencia Humilde, the OTR label, Icyboy, the whole gang, everybody, bro. Stay safe and enjoy.